All right, I think, yeah, we are good. Welcome. Let's see. Gonna do one final check to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything before I move on. All right, I think we are good. Slow the music a little bit. So I saw something happening on Twitch pretty recently, and it was this fun little game where people would take this wheel and they would just randomly throw stuff. Like they would take this wheel, they would put stuff on it, and they would just have it be like this random generator for things that they would do. And they would do stuff like hot sauce or some other prank or some kind of like hack or whatever. Like they would, let's see, I think Ludwig was the one that I mainly stole it from, and it would be like eat a raw egg, or let's see, let's try this guy out. It would be like eat a raw egg or try to prank your girlfriend or something like that. And I thought that I would make it a little bit more nerdy, and I decided to make it music production theme. So I think now would probably be a good time to stop the music, just in case. But just in case it wasn't clear enough, we have different adjectives for musical instruments, mainly in the timbre or timbre, depending on how you pronounce it. So we have a bunch of different sort of general descriptions for sounds. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit spin. Takes a bit longer than I thought it would. And we have smooth. So I'm going to pick an instrument, and I'm going to say what instrument I think is would be like the good instrument to pick next. So essentially, I'm going to make a beat like I normally would, and I'm going to say out loud, okay, I think I would like a guitar here or whatever here. But before I add it, I'm going to spin the wheel, and I'm going to have to make it sound like whatever the wheel says I need to make it sound like. So pretty simple. We should have some very interesting results with this one. So let's see. I'm thinking recently, whenever I've been producing beats, I've been starting with synth. So I think I'm going to start with some kind of Juno synth. So, but before I add it, let's see what the wheel wants me to make it sound like. So the Juno synth, what do we want the Juno synth to sound like? So it's going to be a deep synth. And let's see, how do I turn the, it's just going to clip with audio like crazy, isn't it? I don't know why. There's something weird going on with my interface where like things are like clipping like crazy. But anyway, so deep. It needs to be a deep Juno. Where did I put my towel? Oh. There we go. All right, so now let's try to find. Why is my oh, I accidentally hit a button and turned off my MIDI controller. There we go. That's probably not going to be clipping for you guys, which should be fine. So we need to make this sound deep. So let's try to see what some deep sounds would sound like. I like that patch. Let's try to make it deep. That could be cool. Let's see. Let's try to turn your guys' audio up a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. So let's do tap tempo. This is really not the best time to start tapping out tempo, but I kind of have to commit to something at this point. So that's sort of low Juno. Let's see. Actually, here I need to check to see how loud the click is. This is super annoying. I'm having a weird thing with my audio interface where it's not accurately like outputting. So I need to like constantly check to make sure that your guys' audio for the DAW isn't clipping like crazy. Let's just round that up. Nice. Okay, so we've got kind of this weird, I want to say almost like cinematic. Not cinematic. What would it be? Almost like a chuggy train thing. So let's see. What's up, man? Doing this. Sorry if I'm looking this way kind of sometimes. At some point, I want to try to find some better TikTok alternative that looks this way. So here, let's say I will try to turn it up. Probably won't be able to hear that one. All right. So next thing, I want to. What? Is there a way to turn the volume down on this guy? Probably not. Here, I will just mute it for you guys because this is clipping like crazy in the DAW. So, okay, what do we got next? We've got this sort of weird sound. I'm thinking maybe a lead synth. So, yeah, let's do a lead synth. And the lead synth is going to sound. Gosh. So it's going to be a brassy lead synth. So let's see if we have any. There might be another Juno patch that's a little brassy. Or I might use the he. Repro, that's what I was thinking. All right, so we are going to use Repro. Let's try to find something brassy. No. Tags, that's not it. Let's just look brass. Oh, they show up on this side. There we go. So let's loop this guy and see how we can. that lower one, that like weirder. I don't even know what you would call it. Yeah, just sort of like a super simple lead line. All right, now we need some kind of bass. I'm thinking it's a little hard to reach over there, so I might try to not use any live guitar stuff just for this track. Let's see. Yeah, let's do a synth 808. So a synth 808. That sounds. I hate that sound. So we have a deep Juno, a brassy lead, and a bright 808. Okay. This might. I'm getting concerned now. Like this is the sort of part of the randomness of it. Is like you can like add stuff and it like may not work out that well. Let's see. So let's go for Sublab. That's kind of bright for. That's kind of bright for an 808, to be honest. And that could be kind of cool. Here, I'm gonna keep the Juno deep, but I'm just gonna filter out some of that like excessive low end. And then I think this like 11th. I kind of like that. Needs to be bright though. There we go. So again, just another quick explanation for what's going on. Hello, Blue. Hello, Blue. What are you doing here? Blue, will you tell them what we're doing? Would you tell them what we're doing here? Are we doing a wheel beat? Are we doing a wheel beat? Okay. So the way that it works is I'm making a beat like I normally would. Only before I add the musical element that I instinctively want to add, I have to spin this wheel, and whatever adjective it lands on, I need to make the musical element sound like that. So right now we have a deep Juno, we have a brassy synth, and we have a bright 808. So I'm not really hearing the. I want to make the Juno a little bit. I can't make it bright, but I want to make it. I want to make it more audible. Maybe we could do like some auto pan stuff, like some auto pan tremolo stuff. Actually, here, let's do. what are you doing? Do you like it here? Do you like it here, Blue? Yeah, that kind of sounds cool. And then just getting rid of the stuff that I'm not using right now with this guy. All right, I think I want to add like a snare to this. So let's see what kind of snare am I going to have to add? I need to add a strong snare. So let's see. What do I think a strong snare would sound like? I think the strongest one that I have is this like Taylor Larson one. So here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do track, drum rack, then let's do samples. Taylor Larson. It's under snare. No, that's new snares. So yeah, that could be cool. So there's nothing like super crazy right now. The problem is when we start getting like multiple layers in, I know at some point I'm gonna hit like an adjective that just like does not work with what how I would normally do it. So it's like trying to make sure that everything is like hitting it in that right spot. All right, so I want to add a kick drum now. Now here's the hard thing. I'm really picky about my kick drums and how they like interact with my snares, and I can almost guarantee that not going to this is not going to match the snare. So we have a strong snare. Let's see what it comes up with for our kick. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. It's a deep kick. So, huh, how do I want to do this? So I'm imagining a deep kick. It needs to be like a pretty let's see. Deep is kind of subjective for a kick because most kick drums are kind of deep. So let's see. Let's do I have an idea for one, but let's see if we can find it. Oh gosh. Gonna lower this so that it's not clipping you guys. What? It's hard to define. I want to keep to the rules, so it has to be deep. I like that one, but it's like it's deep, but it's not gonna match the. That makeup kick might work. So here, let's. Nope. Yeah. So let's do that. keeping this brassy. I'm just going to move it around. Yep, that's still a deep kick. Making sure I'm following the rules. I did a hit there. It doesn't match. Let's see. We're going to flip-flop these guys. So the patterns sort of like complement each other. Then J. It's almost there. It's almost there. There's like a cool idea here. It's just like so bare bones right now that it's like hard to know where to take it. So it's got like sort of like what am I thinking? All right, so I want to add some hi-hats now. So let's see what kind of hi-hats we get. Shrill is not a good adjective for hi-hats. Oh man. This is the thing. It's like this is where the beat can kind of fall apart, but here, let's try using like some dang it. I here's the thing. Normally I don't like using shrill hi-hats. So I've got to try to find a way to make this work without it sounding just terrible. Okay, let's take this loop. I'm fine using hi-hat loops if it like saves time. Something I always do whenever I have like hats like this is I go to beats and then preserve transient and then envelope arrow moving forward. And then I just lower it down until it sounds nice. It's a great way to kind of remove reverb from drum loops that you don't really want to have reverb in them. And see, this would be kind of nice and smooth, but I was told that it needs to be shrill. So I'm thinking like some moving erosion frequency stuff. Would probably do that. Hissy, noisy, yeah. And then let's see if we can sort of destroy it with something else. The hard thing is like it's missing that like one element that would like it's like kind of weird right now. I don't know if it's shrill. I might. Here's the thing. I know exactly how to make it shrill. I just don't want to do it. So here. Here, let's move this guy down a little bit. I mean, it's forcing me to think of stuff differently. Um, all right, we need some chordal information here. How do I want to get the chordal information? It's just kind of like a. All right, so I want to use output. Let's see what kind of output patch I have to use. So, literally every time this wheel is spinning, I'm having to like film it and like turn it off, like because it's gonna clip if it comes through my interface right now. See, in the last few minutes, we're now getting all of like the annoying adjectives that are like hard to fit into a beat. So all right, so what did it say? It was harsh. Yeah, it was harsh. So we need to make a harsh output patch. Most of this stuff I have not used in a while. So let's see. Oh, I'm going to have to lower the volume of this a lot. Because let's take it to the key that we are in, which is C sharp minor. And lock it to that. It needs to be a flute. Could be cool. No, it needs to be a lead. I've never used this one before. Okay, let's see how. This is already kind of like a harsh sound, so we might be able to turn it into something. Yeah, okay, that. Yeah, I think. All right, I think I got a pattern now. Let's see how this works. It's like so on the verge of like not working at all. That's the challenge. Let's do So it needs to be a little harsher, I would say, because if we're doing by the rules, it needs to be harsh. So I'm gonna pick the harshest thing that I know, which is like the Ableton metal tones. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of not dumb. I mean, that's what I say about a lot of stuff. Okay. I feel like it needs like one more. See, this is the thing. I would totally swap out this brass thing right here. But I can't because it needs to be brassy. Maybe some auto pan on that guy would make it. I mean, I kind of like it the way it is right now. It's got sort of like this strange, like almost like ethereal Eminem vibe to it. Like, I feel like a rapper would like this. All right, it needs like a few more things. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna just Google random instrument random instrument generator, and let's see. Random musical instruments database quantity. We need one. How does this work? Oh, okay. It just does it here. So every time I hit this button, it generates a new instrument. So right now, what instrument are we going to add? Oops, I missed. A wooden flute. I don't like those. All right. Oh, wait. No, we're not even done. What kind of wooden flute? Sorry, I forgot to mute it. A shrill wooden flute. That is the worst. That's the worst combination. Shrillness is like harshness of the high end and like uncomfortable resonant frequencies in the high end. And that's like the opposite of what a wood flute is. So I'm going to need to like artificially add them in. I mean, this is kind of like a cool creative exercise, though, because it's like contact. All right. I feel like it would be here. This is like one of those instruments where like I never use it that much. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if I like don't have like a wooden flute per se, but I know I have something like maybe equivalent to it. All right, so would it be in band? Maybe. Horns? No. Choir. Orchestral. Brass, keyboards, orchestral percussion. Woodwinds? I can find a flute. All right, I found a flute. That's the. And it takes. It's one of those flutes where like you have to play in the accurate range. I've never used a staccato flute before. That, you know what? It could be cool. Oh, but it needs to be shrill. How do you make a flute shrill? Guitar amp? Erosion frequency? a little bit of reverb with it. See, I want to go like a fade up like that, but I want to go an octave lower, but I can't because it's not in the range of it. So let's see if I can do it this way. That probably. I'm thinking that, remove that. And then I can double stuff up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Finder and half time. Okay, that's too much. So here, let's go back here. It sounds so stupid. So now let's. There we go. Now mix it in. I can't mix it in because there's a delay behind it. So let's do that. All right, it does kind of slap. It needs like one more layer of percussion, and then I think we're done. So let's. Okay, percussion. What kind of percussion are we going to get? Please don't do something. All right, what do we not want it to be? We don't want strong percussion or flat percussion. See, I don't even know what I'll do if it gives me, like, deep percussion. What does brassy percussion even sound like? I might literally have to, like, mouth percussion some brassy something because I don't even know. What does brassy percussion sound like? I'm trying to think of something like I'm thinking of bells or something like that are made of brass, but that's not brassy. So here, let me go over to the other mic. Y'all do not know how dumb this is going to sound. I intentionally didn't want to show it to you while I was recording it. Like literally, what am I supposed to do? So here, let's quantize it. All right, it needs to be brassy. How do we make this brassy? I don't know. How do you make this brassy? Okay, I accidentally threw on a plugin that I do not own anymore. Oh, man, this is like. Oh my gosh, it sounds like a D&D character that I would make. How do you make it brassy? I could throw in an auto filter. All right, so let's go guitar rig. I know that there's a patch in here that's like a Tom Misch style, like literally like a auto filtery style guitar. So let's see if there's. I don't even want to auto. I know there's like an auto wah. Okay. Here's an auto wah preset. It's like one of my favorite guitar presets. Let's see what it sounds like with mouth percussion. Okay, that sounds weird, but maybe some EQ. This is like one of those things where it's like if a client gave this to me, I wouldn't even know what to do with it. It does. I'm angry because it sounds stupid, but it also doesn't sound terrible. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this the kick and snare group. And we're just gonna go through and we're gonna add like a little bit of like sidechain compression to anything that might be interfering with the kick and the snare. I don't even. Like some parts of it are genuinely not bad. Like it messed up the quantizing. It sounds like some industrial metal version of Donald Duck. And then so this is what we got. This is like an hour stream. And this is what we've got for, I don't even know, man. Let's try to, I guess I'll try to arrange it into something kind of like a song real quick. Just. And then. All right, I'm just gonna do some very slight arrangements so that there's something. It sounds so dumb. Oh my gosh, it sounds so dumb. I kind of love it though. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's starting from the beginning. Here's what we got. Some parts of it were genuinely really cool. Honestly, up to this point, up until I had to do this, it was actually kind of a cool beat. One element just made it completely fall apart. Okay, let's just call it at that. I don't think that it's gonna get much better. So yeah, this is like a fun, creative idea. I might do this again, honestly, because it forces me to think differently about different elements of production. Just because like when you're forced to say, okay, this is gonna be shrill or resonant, and you normally don't make elements like that, it really forces you to go outside of what's comfortable for you. Just because like even like with this patch on output, I didn't even know that patch existed until I was forced to go looking for it. So this is kind of like a fun exercise for producers to just like, okay, like it's almost like vague client request the game. I mean, I might even record that as a new intro because that'd be kind of funny. But yeah, so let's just. I think that that's the end of the stream. Thank you for anybody who actually bothered watching this trash. But yeah, I think we're just gonna call it for now and leave it at Donald Duck.